What is up, guys? Welcome back to the vlog. This is a weird angle. I never know where to sit on these things. I've got all this shit behind me and there's not a blank wall. And honestly, I really get my head about it and I'm like, why does it matter if I'm in a blank wall? I'm literally just talking to the camera anyway. So this is gonna be a different style vlog today. More Freddie-esque and his daily drive-bys. I really just kind of wanted to get on here and talk about this 12-hour endurance race that I have coming up. I'm officially 2 weeks out. By the time you are seeing this, I'm less than 2 weeks out. And I don't want to say that I'm not prepared because I followed the plan that I wrote out to a T. I peaked at over 60 miles. I was high 50s again last week. This week I'm going to be mid 40s, I think 45 after this long run. And so I know physically I'm prepared. It just feels different than other races. And maybe it's because there's not a set distance. There's not really, I keep saying my goal is 69 solely because the guy last year who won it was 68. And I really, when I say I want to win, I genuinely mean I want to push myself to the brink and actually win this thing. But I think with there not being these concrete metrics that I'm going after, that I don't have the enthusiasm or the excitement that I want to have. And so it just feels odd to me being so close to a race and not really feeling that buzz and the energy around it. And who knows, in the next 2 weeks, 2 weeks is a long time, that can very well change. And I hope that it does. I hope that as we get closer, I start to feel that energy again. I think that maybe actual race day, even if it doesn't come before then, I'll be feeling it. I know we've talked about it on the podcast. We've talked about it on here, I'm sure. There's 5 of us running it. Myself, Tone, who you've seen on the vlog, you've seen on the podcast, and 3 of our friends from Columbus. We're going to be staying with them in Columbus. Freddie is for sure coming out with us. He's going to document it. So hoping that vlog is more documentary style. So it may come a couple weeks after the race itself. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be pretty beat up after the race. And that's a 2-day turnaround for a video. There's no way that that's going to happen in that same week. So I'll probably have the lead up to the race. Here's the week heading into the race and then an actual race video maybe the week after or 2 weeks after. I don't know. I'm not going to put an actual timeline on it because I don't really know what kind of videos we're going to get, how much content we're going to get. I am pumped to do that style video. It's something that I've always kind of wanted to do. I follow a lot of runners on YouTube and they have some dope ass videos like that. And so being able to kind of shift into another lane is gonna be super cool. I am pumped about that. So even though the energy may not be there for the race, it is there for the content side of things. And like I said, I don't know. I feel like I'm just kind of in a funk overall. I hinted at it on the podcast this week. It's just been a rough go at it. We talked about how everything just kind of piles on at the same time. It feels like every single time. And at some point, it gets old. But at the end of the day, life is going to go on. The bad times are going to pass. I saw a quote the other day. I shared it to my story. And I'm going to paraphrase it. But it talks about the bad thing about life is that the good times don't last. But the good thing is the bad times don't last either. And that couldn't be more true. I've been through shit in the past. I've been through worse than this. And it always passes. I always come out the other side and it's always better. And so going through this, I know that I just have to trust the process. I have to have faith that whatever God has planned for me is going to be better on the other side. So that's just kind of where my headspace is at. I'm staying consistent. I'm still dialed in. I'm still pushing for this race. It's very much something that I set as a goal beginning of the year and I'm following through with it. And I want to fucking win. We in the Charlotte running community, a small group of us have been talking about these lofty goals that we want to do in 2025 kind of as a team effort, which we'll touch on down the road. Don't want to get ahead of myself here. But in order to do so, we need to do big things now. We need to win races. We need to go sub 3. We need to build this community. We need to do all of these things. And we're slowly stacking bricks and getting there. But it's going to be a grind. Life is a grind. It's always going to be a grind. But like I just said, you keep pushing through. The bad times are going to fade away. It's going to get better. I know this. I hope you know it too. And if you don't, take it from me. It's gonna get better. Been through some shit, going through some shit, still have that same positive mentality. So yeah, like I said, this is a very different vlog than kind of the ones that I've been posting. But I don't know, just wasn't really feeling the energy around a normal vlog. Kind of wanted to talk out my feelings. I know that I podcast and it's a place for me to get things out, but being able to just kind of sit down and speak to a camera is more therapeutic in a sense. It feels more like I'm journaling, like I'm just kind of getting my thoughts, my ideas, my frustrations out into the world. So if you like this style of content, let me know. If not, let me know that too. Like, I don't have to do this, or I can do it and just kind of throw it away. Whether I post it or not, it does get it out of me, and it still feels therapeutic. It still feels the same way. But yeah, this is the vlog. Thanks for watching if you made it this far, first of all. But anyway, thanks always for the continued support. Pumped to go give this race my all, show you guys what's actually possible. And yeah, I would go through these sponsors, but we got a lot of them now. So there's a ton of links below. Thank you for the continued support, and we will catch you next week. Peace.